So previously we talked about how you can use the deep menu and easily switch over to Ngon, and how there's a toggle on the side of Ngon for you to turn off and on cyclic as needed, as you can see here, which will update the top bar and let you know that it's a line or if it's just Ngon. However, if we drop it down, we also see that new to this version is the behavior of enabling Lasso. So if we enable Lasso, we can see that our default spacing is set to 0.07, which will suffice for this. And if we just start drawing our shape, we can begin drawing basically a freehand cutter inside of BoxCutter. And so a lot of work has went into making it as smooth as possible, and even last minute adjustments have been had to make sure there weren't any unintentional spiking with driving it towards the center, which could have been a little problematic. But I wanted to at least demonstrate in action how you could just quickly jump in and out of Ngon and Lasso to basically get the most out of your BoxCutter experience. So I'll press Control N and I'll make a new file. And in this new file, we'll press Alt W, start BoxCutter, and I'm just going to Alt scroll to Lasso. And we're just going to look at it from the front, and I will press Control D to bring up my mini helper. And inside of the mini helper, instead of drawing an Ngon with a closed shape, we're going to just make it open, which will give us a lasso line. And notice that now I'm able to basically draw with the lasso, but instead it's a solidified line where if I press T, I can actually adjust the thickness and make a swirl if I desire. And we can just pull this inside. And this is one of my favorite tests to do with Lasso, just as a form of sanity test to ensure that the tool is working the way it's supposed to. And it's just another fun way to also approach Lasso. However, also keep in mind that you can just hold Alt and just scroll through all the variations of the tool, with line Lasso not being inside, because it's just one of those things that we just want to be discovered by you, the user, as you get in playing with the settings. But the settings of the tools themselves shouldn't be anything daunting. You should be able to easily just lower the behavior panel of the tool itself to decide, hey, I want Ngon to be open, or I want it to be Lasso. And the same thing with box. You know, with box, there's either box, and then there's line box, and then from line box you can of course take things onto wet. So we want all of our tools to have this degree of interconnectivity where they all play together and play off of each other, so that way the maintenance of the code is a lot easier. So hopefully that'll serve as a nice introduction to Lasso.